Okay, so one of the other messages is that the divine feminine energy is they're about to kind of switch up that whole energy because and for the ones that's been attacked the most through their divine feminine energy. A lot of them that's been attacked through their heart chakra, sexual chakra, so their sacral chakra, their root chakra, they're going to be worried. They're going to be working on y'all for real, the real divine feminines, because y'all been attacked with your first house. Like I've been, here's the thing. I've been attacked with my first house. However, people's viewpoint of my first house and the attack and the I don't give a fuck is kind of three different things. So, but the a lot of y'all that's been attacked with the heart chakra, a lot of y'all divine feminines, y'all gonna be dealing with working on y'all first house energy, creating the most high vibe first house. It's essentially a physical public image, so not really caring about what people think is usually the highest version, but almost to the point where it's impenetrable, where nobody, no energy can penetrate what people feel about you. That's how a lot of y'all divine feminines are going to get through some of that vanity, narcissistic abuse, some of that glamour, reverse glamour magic, and some of that heartbreak that you guys been through with your divine feminine. I mean, your divine masculine choosing other people and people doing witchcraft to get them to choose other people because they've been throwing a lot of energies on y'all first house. So it's really not y'all problem, but spiritually, y'all gonna have a lot of high vibe sex, maybe through the ethers. They'll try to find a relationship that's more high vibe because they've been warned too many times to stop fucking with the divine feminine. So a lot of death is going to be happening. A lot of couples are going to be dying. So a lot of couples, a lot of these, unfortunately, and y'all better not save y'all divine masculines. Yeah, they're not saving, but a lot of relationship deaths are coming. They're gonna be under sacrifice energies. So a lot of them that was trying to play divine and play like they were divine energies, even if part of them, like okay, and this is what I'm getting. One of the energies is telling me like, this is what they do. You come to them to get a spell, right? To get a divine masculine, somebody else's woman. They'll do the spell. That doesn't mean both y'all not gonna get sacrificed. So a lot of them are going to get killed. Now, some of the divine feminines are gonna have demons trying to have sex with them, like they want y'all to have sex with demons. However, judgmental help will stop y'all from having sex with demons. The real energies don't care. They just feel like one of the things that you deal with is more of the dark archetype energies. Now, somebody they said so, but yeah, they're gonna be dealing. You'll deal with a lot of deaths, a lot of the switches, a lot of the energies that paid people to do high magic and all kind of stuff to be in your energy, to be cloaked in your energy, to be in y'all feminine energy, to act like y'all, to copycat y'all, the SWF, single white female y'all, or the B single white females to switch. They said a lot of them are going to be sacrificed by other groups. A lot of them are going to be dead. A lot of them are going to because they and the reason why is because they kept messing with y'all tantric. They did an inverse tantric, solar plexus, sacral chakra. They were obsessed with attacking y'all, obsessed with bothering y'all. obsessed with every aspect of your being. So what ended up happening is a lot of that narcissistic personality abuse disorder, a lot of them are going to be dying in 2025, going into 2026. Because they did too much when it came to glamour magic. They did too much to keep up a facade, to keep a relationship. They did too much to make the other female that's really divine not seem divine. Even if they would see y'all with a miracle or something that's unique, they kept doing the most because they had to keep up with the facade. Doing narcissistic abuse. But some of y'all divine masculines weren't good men. That's what they're trying to say. They weren't good men. They weren't necessarily the best men. They're saying that a karmic is coming in that constantly sends low vibes energetically. She's like, they went and did the most to steal y'all men using reverse. They were using like granny magic and like, they're using juju and using third eye spells and really using a third eye to be nosy. A lot of them, a lot of the deaths are coming. This time around, they're stopping all the feminine energies and divine feminine energies from saving y'all divine masculines in the relationships that they chose. Some of y'all did not meet them. Some of y'all don't know them. Because they will be dying this year and next year. They'll try to come to y'all in a spirit realm, but they're going to have to go through a lot of work to cleanse a lot of the debt that they put on the real divine feminines by making their life miserable. Now, you're going to have a lot of sacrifice energies, but not big sacrifices. You're going to be dealing more with the dark archetype, because this portal, it doesn't feel, it's going to be more death-esque, revenge, redemption, and this is going to be actually one of the few years where a lot of the opposing energies are going to be proven. So the revenge and redemption, the I don't have to forgive energies, the everything that's in opposition to what this higher light of positive and I have to forgive. This is going to be one of the years y'all going to actually learn about revenge and redemption. And y'all been seeing it actually with a lot of the floods, with a lot of the deaths. Like there's people in Atlanta, there's people getting shot. Like 20-something people got shot over the weekend, killed and or shot throughout the city of Atlanta. And a lot of that had to do with revenge and redemption. Some of them were warnings, and some of the people lived, but some of them were revenge and redemption shots. Now, there's going to be a lot of sacrifices, real sacrifices, fake sacrifices, self-defense sacrifices. That's one of the things. Everything, and essentially everything that I used to talk about without necessarily posting. I mean, one of my phones got EMP'd, so I couldn't, or it just never turned back on. So I couldn't use it. But yeah, so one of the things is that a lot of these energies are going to be fighting for, they're not going to realize that a lot of revenge and redemption energy actually works. And that anger gets shit done. And this is going to be one of the times they're going to realize that. Because when you're dealing with the false ascendant matrix, and you're dealing with the false ascendant masters, y'all are going to be, this is why one of the biggest things is going to be, and y'all not going to really, the divine feminines are not going to, because this time the energies are actually going to fight for y'all to be in y'all feminine energy. They're going to do everything in their power to help the real divine feminines that got fucked over in the last few years to actually get through their feminine energies and to get past a certain point so that when people attack y'all through vanity, narcissistic abuse, or grand magic, y'all energies can actually fight back naturally without having to heal so much. So they're really stepping in. A lot of y'all spirit team gonna be stepping in. They're gonna send, if y'all out there sexually, they're gonna send a lot of high vibe sex. So don't be shy, don't be afraid to have sex, be safe. When you have it, use your intuition. But they're gonna be sending high vibe sex to the right energies because a lot of y'all feminine energies have been messed with. Magic has been used. And a lot of y'all third eyes have been touched and manipulated. And it's just getting to the point where you're going to be dealing with a lot of, yeah, you're just going to have a lot of energies that's going to be helping y'all. And trust the real ones. Do not trust, use your intuition, because that's how the false and the masters come in. Y'all be dealing with some damn, I'm a cute girl, so I think I can help y'all, versus energies that understand the feminine energy and getting y'all through y'all womanhood and releasing that womanhood bondage, because they need, it's 2025 and they need more of y'all to start getting into that real womanhood beauty. Real womanhood beauty, but they meant to say real womanhood energy and understanding feminine energy, womanhood can get into that. So even if a lot of y'all are not into esoteric or metaphysics, it'll play a part in y'all groups that y'all believe in or work through. To be that leader in womanhood, not necessarily a copy through like a whole system, but just the leader to be an inspiration to other females. You're going to have a lot of death energies with that, because they're going to kill a lot of the false ascended masters if they think they're going to be in y'all energy doing false ascended master ascension, I'm a woman healing. Y'all going to start to really see a lot of the feminine energies and the energies of people y'all used to judge are going to be the ones that y'all going to realize were always feminine or womanly energies, but just because they dressed down and didn't wear heels, and the perception of a woman is going to start to bend. And because they're noticing a lot of energies have been tired, a lot of energies have been manipulated with the false ascended masters trying to tell people what the feminine energy is, and they said a lot of deaths are going to happen to a lot of false ascended masters. Now, because a lot of the false ascended master females, they're already in the midst of trying to switch with the divine feminines because they want help. They want help. They want. That's all we get from these fucking false ascended masters, or the ones, because you'll be surprised, they don't always act, they know. They try to take the teachings and then try to teach it back. But you know, a lot of death. But it can be transmuted into higher energies. Some of the deaths are going to be death of egos. You're going to have a lot of death to the lowest form of self, or the lowest vibe. So even if you do shadow work doesn't get rid of your shadow. It merges. I forgot what stage is called, but it merges with yourself. So a shadow worker doesn't get rid of their shadow. It just merges with an aspect of self. So we're going to be dealing with a lot of those energies. Um, yeah. And after, and I'll kind of keep a lookout because energetically y'all can already feel how some of these interviews are going to be playing in 2025. They're going to be trying to, the rest of 2025, they're going to be, they just, because they want high vibe sex, that's why. So they already attempting a spiritual attack. Do it, the nosy demon family while I'm recording this. But anyways, Ashe, have a good day. I will see if there's another Lionsgate message that, like, is it going to be, but this is more